Hey guys, welcome back to the Mobile Central. Today we are diving into the Nothing Phone 3A Pro, the latest offering from the tech brand that's known for turning heads with its unique design. But is it all style or is there some substance to pack it up? Let's take a deep dive into everything you need to know about this phone, from its sleek design to its camera performance. Stick around till the end because we'll be covering everything you need to consider before making a purchase, or maybe you're here just to understand how good this phone is. Well, let's start off with design. You cannot talk about Nothing phones without mentioning their unique design. They are an amazing conversation starters at times. These days, we are seeing a barrage of boring phones, all looking pretty much the same. But Nothing's really one of the few brands still trying to keep things fresh with its unique transparent back with glyph LEDs around this asymmetric camera module design on this 3A Pro. This phone feels so different. Even though this is the third iteration of this transparent design, it still feels unique to me. I'm honestly not bored of it yet. But here's the thing, Nothing can't keep churning out phones with the same design for another few years. They might lose that fresh appeal. For example, look at iPhones. iPhone 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, all these phones look the same when you look at them. Or Samsung's offerings, S21, 22, 23, they all have started to look same. Which generation you buy, which phone you buy, they just slightly grow or shrink in size and they just look the same. But I hope Nothing doesn't follow that track because it's this innovative design that really set them apart and made them famous in the first place. For now, I must say this design still looks fresh, still looks amazing, and I absolutely love it. Overall, the phone is built on a plastic chassis but still has a glass back. When you hold the phone, it feels really premium in your hand. And I'm not expecting some stainless steel or titanium at this price point. The whole idea for this A series from Nothing to exist is to make you pay less and get more in terms of hardware. And the same story continues on the software side as well. I was really amazed to see the fluidity in the software. The software feels so good. It really stands out. The UI feels incredibly smooth and the animations are amazingly fluid. This connection between this amazing hardware and overall pleasant software makes everything so nice and cohesive. Honestly, the performance is fantastic. There are absolutely no hiccups in everyday tasks or even while gaming. What I really love is that Nothing has stuck to its own Nothing UI elements, which is a huge win in my book. In a time when most UIs are trying to copy iOS, Nothing has managed to carve out a unique identity. And that's something I really appreciate. It feels like a breath of fresh air compared to the sea of lookalike UIs. Look at the latest One UI 7. The notification panel looks exactly like iOS. Or when you jump to Xiaomi, it also feels same like the new Samsung now. And all of these are taking inspirations from iOS. So whichever phone you pick up, they feel in terms of UI very similar to one another. But in case of Nothing, you feel very different, very fresh, and these small elements of Nothing UI make things very nice. This, I believe, is a huge, unique selling point for me personally. And it's one of the things that makes the phone stand out. And that said, I do hope they bring in more customization options in future because while it's unique, there's definitely room for some personal touches here and there. So the hardware performs really good, the software is brilliant, the design looks amazing. Does that mean this phone is perfect and has no weak spots or there is no area of improvement? Well, not truly. Actually, there are two areas which I feel Nothing can really build upon or actually should double down on. Nothing's added a periscope lens at this price point. This is probably the first company that has done it at this price point. So this shows that Nothing is very serious about the camera system on the Nothing phones, which have been kind of a weak spot on the previous Nothing phones. However, the hardware is now there, but I don't feel the software is still there to bring out some amazing pictures. Because in terms of camera performance, the Nothing Phone 3A Pro falls a bit short. The camera performance is decent. Give it a good light and you would definitely get a nicer picture during the daytime. The issue comes in when the light is not supporting you. It's a low light or a twilight time, you're trying to click a picture. The pictures almost at all times are kind of blurry and soft. And if you're trying to capture some moving objects, you will almost always get the blurry images. Another issue that I noticed was the white balance across these different lenses. When you compare one lens to another, the white balance actually shifts and doesn't give you a uniform output from all the lenses together. It's nice to have this new periscope lens. It's a great addition from a hardware perspective, but the performance still has room for improvement. The ultra-wide lens is the most underwhelming lens in this camera system. Having said that, I think camera performance can be fixed with the new software updates, and we know Nothing is known for pushing out good software. They listen to the customers, they put things and then issue the software patches to keep improving their experience. However, I want to mention something about this whole camera module thing. Yes, it's kind of polarizing. Some people really like it, some people don't like it. For me, in terms of how it looks, it's nice. There is no problem in how it looks. The issue for me is that this camera module is making this phone sort of a top heavy. I mean, when you hold this phone, the phone kind of topples from the topper side, and it slipped out of my hand twice. On one occasion, I actually fell down on this corner part of it and had a dent in this plastic chassis. However, I was expecting the screen to be cracked because none of the phones can survive that kind of a fall when the impact on it's this corner. But kudos to Nothing for putting together such a good build quality, because this phone did really well in this involuntary drop test. The second area of improvement where I feel Nothing should really focus on, because the vision is amazing. I'm talking about the essential key or the essential space. So what Nothing is trying to do is that with the help of this essential key, you press this key, whatever's on your screen, you can save in something called essential space, and then you add a voice note on top of it. Then AI behind will actually turn that into some material information for you to act upon, like for example a reminder or a web link or an Instagram reel. However, in reality, it doesn't function that way. In reality, it's not doing all of this. I mean, for example, a reminder is not getting saved into my calendar. There are no web links when I'm trying to take a screenshot on a website. So all this is not very well done together. It's not very well put together. The vision is there, but the implementation needs to improve for sure. For now, it's just one interesting or a fancy screenshot taking app for me. And it also doesn't sync with your Google account. It stays on this phone only. So having said all of this, I mean, is Nothing Phone 3a Pro worth your money? Honestly, it's a fantastic phone that shines in design. Performance is brilliant, and it feels innovative in so many different areas. If you're someone who values a unique and a fresh look with smooth software and decent performance, this is definitely a phone worth considering. The camera performance definitely needs some work, and perhaps the future software updates are going to fix it. And the essential key feature definitely needs a lot more work for realizing the vision that Nothing has for this. This shows they're on the right path. They have introduced a great camera. They have introduced the periscope lens, so that shows they're serious about the camera. They're adding unique ways of using AI on the phone through essential key and essential space. If you are someone who loves design and innovation, and you can deal with a few hiccups here and there, the Nothing Phone 3a Pro could be your next device. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you intrigued by the glyph LEDs, this amazing camera module, and this brilliant design? Or there are some things which are sort of a deal breaker for you? Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching, guys. Cheers.